Good evening, citizens of the SCP site inside of the United Empire. I am Ray, co-hosting with Average Person,
Hola.
and our special guest on this interview is Supreme Commander of the SCP, Koroso.
Bonjour.
I would like to say it is a pleasure for you to make it tonight and take time out of your busy schedule to be here.
Absolute pleasure.
It's all fine. I mean, I got a lot of free time with, the recruit thing going on.
Yeah, only 2 more days left.
What is?
Understandable. So, the first question that we have is, what has been your favorite thing you have gotten to do inside of SCP?
Oh. I mean, I'd say my favorite thing to do was really to, lead the branches to, going better. I know if you guys ever had, the feeling to, construct something and actually make it scene grow and, be good, Let's say something is, absolutely dog shit. And you rise it to the ground, and even after you leave the position, the leader that you train goes up and up, do better and better. It's such an incredible feeling, in my personal opinion. I think you're living the same average with Podcast Sim, what's been doing extremely good recently, which was, unfortunately, a removed Sim in the past with the big inactivity of the people, but you have been doing an extremely good job at bringing it back, making people do podcasts, and I'm very grateful for what you're doing.
Yeah, I've tried my best in everything that I've been.
Yep. Moving on, do you have any advice for people who are switching from Rec Room to Roblox when Rec Room shuts down?
I mean, I think my biggest advice will really be to take it as a new step into something new. You might have, experience and all that, but don't feel like everything is granted to you. It is one of the big mistake and something that happens certainly very often when, let's say, someone is transferring to regulatory to SP and that position. They take everything as granted and they think that the former position will do everything for them. But you actually need to put the work, do your best to actually get what you want, If you switch, when we're gonna go to Roblox, I think it's the best time to start something new, start from zero, and get yourself a new reputation,
I completely agree. You shouldn't feel entitled to this, and just because you have a lot of experience, you still need to work for it.
That happens so often with people going for a host and they fail. And it's something that I see so often. They go to my DMs and they're like, why did I fail the host tryout? I had that such experience. And I'm just like, new people are given chances. And if your, entire reason of going for something is oh, I've got experience, I'll do better than other. And, experience doesn't really matter in some way if you're inactive, That's why it's take it from new, build up your experience again, as Roblox would be totally different from Rec Room as a whole. The role playing Roblox is sometimes more serious, and it is something that I've seen in other Roblox game from videos I've watched and dramas. It is something very seriously what happened in there. There's people there's horrible Roblox. There's literal war in between military of them, and it's so fun to watch. All the drama happening. It's really something we don't get in Rec Room anymore, as UE, as
Hopefully you
as
won't have bad drama when they switch to Roblox.
But with all the Rec Room war, we had that for a bit with military, but it just all stopped, which is so unfortunate as it bring a lot of
won,
lore and
so-
culture. Yeah, we did one, And like there's no like other military who like want to do that, or most of the time they're just like you spread bad news, false news about someone, rumor, and all that. And it's just boring, you know. I prefer like the old time Bit Viper or Races, where it was just like it was just like a full total war, where it was actually like PvP skill versus PvP skill. Not the best one at modifying a Photoshop image, you know.
Yeah, completely
Oh,
understandable.
yeah.
So, moving on, what challenges have you had to face as Supreme Commander?
I mean, I'd say one of the biggest challenge is I do get every day is to make decision and like do the right choice. I get so many of time like DMs of like stuff that could like get someone in trouble, and I need to make sure that everything is right before I take an action. As if I take a wrong step, then someone's getting mispunished, and it look bad, and I feel bad for them. It's not something I want to do. And when I was a senator, or even like when I joined SCP a few months back, after my long gone, after being gone for a bit, I, like I was talking to Ozzy, and I was always like, "Why you so scared to remove people?" And I really understand him now. It's a scary thing to do as a Supreme Commander, as everything go back on you. If someone fail miserably at their job, like it goes on your back, and it is something that hurt in some way, you know?
Even as ISD director, I have to do with kind of the same thing. Obviously, there's a lot less pressure, but
We all deal with the same, you know, situation, but at a different scale. You know,
yeah,
Yeah, I understand. I'm guessing the pressure can get to you at sometimes.
it's one of the main reason why the representative retire. If they retire, if they don't get banned, SCP doesn't have the best reputation with their rep. Really depending, Ray, which one you're talking about. Some rep in SCP were, let's say, on the edge of retirement, they got fired, or they're edge of being banned, but they retired. I
Yeah.
could give you a few example, but I've great
don't
time
want to
with
name
some
names.
I mean, I could name a few, but I like
I mean, there has only been like 5, I believe.
yeah, technically 5 rep, but there's a lot more. There was like around 13 rep total,
Yeah.
starting from like Recall and like
If we're counting before rep was like even a thin
yeah,
thing, yeah.
Superior Commander, yeah. I mean, like in terms of like rep, like before it was Supreme Commander, I think there was like 2, 3 good side director, and that was it, in my personal opinion. After,
Yeah. Moving
Flamingo,
on.
what? How old is he?
We're gonna edit this part out
Let-
average.
Okay.
Okay. Moving on. What is
Moving
You know,
on.
yeah. Oh, we
Uh,
can move on. That's all fine.
all right?
I was gonna say something about like Rec Room shutting down, but it might be a question further down.
Yeah. Moving on.
Oh, perfect.
What has it been to be staff in SCP for so long?
I think it has been the community for me. I've made a lot of friends. I've made a lot of experience. It has helped me with my English a lot.
mm,
And like discover more about myself also.
uh,
Like there's a lot of things that I never knew about myself that I discovered with like speaking of other people from other ethnicity, like gender, sexuality, all that. I never was open to like I never really knew like the old LGBTQ thing or like stuff like that. I was really like a innocent kid when I started Rec Room, and like I learned a lot. Um, as being a staff. I learned I learned a lot, like in terms of English. A lot of people in SCP actually have helped me with some of my biggest like English problem. I started SCP as like I joined that staff as someone who had difficulty to speak the main language of the game. And like back in the day in SCP, they had like a big urge of like there was a couple of moderator who were like racist to people who does not speak English. I don't know if you guys had like it's not saying
Malays.
anymore, but like no worse than ours because she actually
Oh.
spoke a bit of Spanish. It was mal, and he jailed people and like kicked them out of the game if they didn't speak like great English, which was like so. I was so dumbfounded when I saw that. I mean, he got fired and like banned, but like it was such an experience that marked me, and that really make me wanted to like do the best as a staff to actually prove people that someone who's their first language is not English can rise up in the game and do the best what they can. I mean, our deputy is not a foreign English speaker. It's a foreign. I don't remember the full language that come from Latin sources. So it really made like the old grammar stuff different as a whole.
Yeah. Moving on to the last question.
on.
Will you be going to
Last
Roblox
question?
with UE?
I mean, I could. It's really depending, when it happen,
Yeah. Well, summer
Like
break's
let's
almost out, so
let's say it happen in the next week. Like yes, I will absolutely want to go, but I've got my exams coming up like in the second week of June to third, and I wouldn't be able to like directly go, but I would like to go. Like if given the opportunity, I'll go to Roblox. I'll try my best, and I'll see what happens. But I expect to like stay in the Discord and all that. So don't worry.
yeah. I think a large
Yeah,
people
yeah.
will, even if they don't go to Roblox, they're gonna stay in the community as long
Yeah,
as they
I
can.
lot I loved like O5 console. Actually, are gonna do that. What I heard, like a lot of our Discord admin, like they don't plan to go into Roblox and all that. They just plan to stay as Discord admin. I'm totally fine with that.
It is a bit sad to see everyone immediately go, no, I'm not gonna try Roblox. I already know I'm not gonna go.
I mean, it's understandable. Roblox doesn't have the biggest reputation. I have some friend, and I did like the Roblox thingy where you scan your face, and like it put me in the 18 plus category. So I'm happy. I got access to all of Roblox. Like 90% of all my friends got put like in the 16 section, so I cannot even see their like Roblox measures, which is so annoying.
Mm,
And it's so like it's so annoying with say like you're playing with like let's say someone who's British. It's like 2 3 in the morning for him. Like he cannot speak, so you need to do like sign language or something. Like jump 2 times for yeah, jump 1 time for no. It's all fun and games. Yeah.
well, some of the best moments can be made when you have to find a solution, when you can't talk
Yeah.
or whatever.
I have so many good memory in the Rec Room, but like, I remember like on Halloween, I was like, I was wasted as fuck. I was on my, it was a great memory of like, I was sent so many like clip of people trying to take care of me, and it really like bring warm in my heart because people were so nice.
Yeah.
Well, it has been an honor being able to interview you, and thank you for being here.
Thank you, Supreme Commander Koroso.
It was very fun. to be interviewed again. I'll say it was better than the other podcast, which was, let's say, made with zero preparation. But it's all
Oh.
fine.
Hmm.
Well, thank you, citizens of the United Empire, for turning in. Thank you, Hold up. Thank you, fellow citizens of the United Empire, for tuning into this podcast, and have a great rest of your day.
Bye.
Salut!